In this video, let's take a closer look at the character growth of Judy Hopps across the two Zootopia films we've gotten so far. We'll start with her journey in the first movie, where we see her transform in some really key ways.
I can make the world a better place. I am going to be a police officer!
Judy enters the story as this incredibly optimistic young bunny who's dreamed of becoming a police officer from the time she was a little kid playing pretend on her family's carrot farm. That dream feels huge and out of reach, but she's full of energy and determination. The problem is, hardly anyone believes in her. Her own parents worry endlessly and try to steer her toward a practical life growing carrots, away from the dangers of police work.
I'm gonna make the world a better place!
Or, heck, you want to talk about making the world a better place, no better way to do it than becoming a carrot farmer.
Yes!
Kids at school bully her, calling her silly for aiming so high.
Bunny cop! That is the most stupidest thing I ever heard. I want you to remember this moment the next time you think you will ever be anything more than just a stupid carrot farming dumb bunny.
Despite all that discouragement, Judy refuses to give up. She works extra hard, facing test after test, to make it through the police academy and earn her badge as an officer in the big city of Zootopia. But getting there is just the beginning of her struggles. In Zootopia, she runs into constant rejection because she's a tiny rabbit in a role everyone assumes is for larger, stronger animals like rhinos or elephants. Her fellow officers sideline her to parking duty, and she has to hustle every day to prove she belongs. What's more, Judy carries her own set of biases, even though she prides herself on being fair-minded. Deep down, she has prejudice against predators, which she doesn't fully recognize at first.
So hit the road.
I'm not looking for any trouble either, sir. I simply want to buy a jumbo pop for my little boy.
This shows up subtly in how she interacts with the world around her. At the outset, Judy sees Zootopia as this ideal utopia, a shiny place where all animals live together in harmony, just like in the fairy tales she grew up on. Everyone would get along perfectly, predators and prey side by side, no issues. But reality hits her hard. The city turns out to be a complicated, messy place full of crime, mistrust, and divisions that she never expected. This is where Nick Wilde plays a crucial role in her development. He's a street-smart fox who's jaded from years of discrimination and hustling to survive. In the beginning, Nick doubts Judy completely, seeing her as just another naive bunny who won't last.
What is your problem? Does seeing me fail somehow make you feel better about your own sad, miserable life?
It does, 100%.
But as they partner up to solve the mystery, something shifts. Nick sees her persistence and heart, and he starts to believe in her goals. He chooses to help her for real, not just for his own gain. In return, Nick grounds Judy, forcing her to confront the gritty side of life, the prejudices, the scams, and the systemic problems that make Zootopia far from perfect. In essence, the first film's arc for Judy is all about dealing with her own unrecognized biases and prejudices. She learns the hard way that the world isn't the flawless paradise she imagined, it's packed with flaws, inequalities, and tough realities. By overcoming those internal hurdles, she grows into a more aware, empathetic officer who understands the city's complexities on a much deeper level. This growth isn't just personal, it changes how she approaches justice and teamwork. It lays a strong foundation for whatever comes next in her story. In the second Zootopia film, Judy's growth takes a different turn, but it builds right on top of what we saw before. This time, the focus is on her learning to put her partner's feelings and input first, instead of charging ahead on her own. She's still the same driven bunny at heart, but now she has to figure out real teamwork.
No, what are you... Hey, I would like to call a partner meeting. You can't... Judy!
Throughout the movie, Judy keeps making big decisions without pausing to consider Nick's opinion or how he feels about it. She assumes he'll just go along because they share the same goals.
We thank you for your truck to salvation.
We cannot accept your offer. We are helping that snake.
Boy, you're really tossing that wee around.
They both have to work on truly understanding each other as partners. Nick ends up saving her multiple times, literally pulling her out of danger because Judy jumps headfirst into risky situations without thinking twice. She trusts people way too easily, which gets her into serious trouble more than once. Judy hasn't lost that core drive to make the world a better place and leave a positive mark. She wants to fix injustices wherever she sees them. But here's what she overlooks. She has Nick as her reliable partner now. Before leaping into action, they need to talk it through and agree as a team. Instead, she keeps putting herself and her instincts first. She figures that if she thinks something is right, like chasing a lead or confronting a suspect, Nick will automatically be 100% on board and follow her lead. That's her big blind spot, and it nearly costs her everything. This plays out dramatically when she trusts the wrong person completely, leading to a moment where she almost dies. Nick rushes in and saves her again, proving how much he has her back. The turning point comes in that emotional confession scene near the end. They open up to each other, admitting how much they mean to one another. Judy owns up to her mistakes. She confesses that she was wrong for ignoring his feelings, for not looping him in on decisions, and for being so reckless. It's this raw, heartfelt moment where they both lay their cards on the table, strengthening their bond and hinting at deeper feelings between them. Over the whole franchise, Judy evolves in such a satisfying way. It can be frustrating at times to watch her mess up. She acts impulsive, reckless, or blind to her own flaws, but that's exactly what makes her growth amazing. If you're complaining about those flaws, you're missing the point of character development. Real growth requires starting from a place that's imperfect. You have to do things that aren't great, recognize them, and change. Without those stumbles, there's no real arc or progress. Judy's journey is a prime example of strong character development across the series. She starts in the first film as someone with the best intentions but loaded with unrecognized prejudice against predators, holding onto a fairy tale view of a perfect world. She's naive about Zootopia's messiness. By the second film, she's confronted all that and more. Now she deeply understands the realities, prejudices on all sides, the need for caution, and the value of true partnership. She's grown from impulsive actions that put herself and others at risk into a wiser, more balanced officer. And on top of it, she's even developing real feelings for Nick, turning their partnership into something more personal and profound.
Love you, partner. But I am still me, so I'm only saying it once a decade. Love you, partner. Oh, I'm gonna need that back. Love you, partner. Love you, partner.
Hey, buddy, you gonna keep playing that all night?